afternoon, everybody. Where are you? What are you doing? Let me know. Let us know if you're on YouTube catching up or if you're on Facebook catching up. It'll be great to hear from you. Whatever you're doing, let us know where you're catching up from, who you are even, because we might not have met properly. Well, you've met me. I don't know who's catcher-uppering, but it would be great to know and to find out where you're coming in from and what you're up to. I'm going to find out that from the lives in a minute, you see. Ken's our first taker today. Beck's following in second. Hello, welcome to this movement snack, the 4 p.m, the sunshine movement snack. Well, kind of getting into kind of early evening sun, which is nice. It must be one of the bestest times of the days, in my book. No mission impossible. No mission is impossible, Ken. You do it how you like it. And that's good. That's complete. They're all movement minutes, no matter how, what they look like or or end up being. Bag 'em. Right, Gloria's in today as well. Good afternoon to you. Loads of seated options coming up. A nice little sway developing with some footwork today as well. Saying that, footwork is completely optional. You might just want to focus on arm movements, depending on where you are, or depending on how your balance feels in standing. We'll have a lovely long stretch at the end. Of course we will. That's what we do here on a 4 p.m. movement snack. That comes as standard, as does the sway, but it's a different one. So day 2 is today's progression. Carol Kent's ready to swish her sword. Swish that sword around, my love. That's great. Ian's in as well. Hello, Ian. Hopefully you're doing all good out there and you're settling into your house. I bet you've still got a few boxes that haven't been unpacked, though. We have, and we've been here 12 years nearly. Yes. 11 and a half years, something like that. Yeah, still some boxes up in the loft, I think, that haven't been unpacked yet. Clearly, we haven't missed those things. I think I've still got an old light box up there as well with acetates from when I used to teach for Leicester College. We're going back into the dark ages with that. Hello, Red Rita, how you doing? All good in Bremen? What's it doing there? Is it a lovely sunny evening like ours is shaping up for tonight? A box opening ceremony. Yes, we have I've got something kind of box opening ceremony for you right now, actually. Look, just come over here a minute. Follow me. Right. So we have a box. And can you see that? And we have a cat. A cat just kind of camping out there. Hang on. They've not been allowed in for a while. So he's found a home in a box. Right, Maddie's joined us as well. Yes, acetate specs. I know, way back in the dark ages. Cold and grey in Germany. Have some of our sun. Let me just check the time. Right, it's 59 past. So just to date stamp this before we get going. Not a jack in a box, Bex, a cat in a box. There we go. Sorry if that made you feel a bit seasick, some of you. I think turning and twisting on the camera might make you feel like, whoa, like you're on a bit of a ride somewhere. Right, it is Tuesday, the 21st of September 2021. Oh, officially 9 days till yours truly's birthday. All the fours, droopy drawers. That'll be my number this birthday round. It's slightly embarrassing because my husband still occasionally gets identification wise. He gets asked for ID sometimes. I'm not really sure how or why. Anyway, enough of that. More of a movement mission. So here we go with our 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon and welcome. It's 4 p.m. It's 4 p.m. It's officially time for our final movement snack of the day. Although extra crowbarred in activities are completely optional. and there's plenty more hours in this day to crowbar bits and pieces in. Fellow movement snackers, is there not? Today is, I've just date stamped it, but I'll do it again. It's 21st of September 2021. It's time for some circulation boosting. Or an ice cream. Oh, it's on my street as well. It's on my street. Let's do a circ boost and then I'll see if I can catch it up in a bit. So standing, plenty of space around you, some comfortable shoes on your feet or slippers or whatever, something that's comfy though. So external support to support your balance should you need it, to the side of you or in front of you, or you might be in an area in your house where you've got support available on both sides. In seated, any seated stuff, kind of a firm chair is suitable, and take a bit of a hip walk forwards. We're going to do some foot pedals, so start peeling the heel up and away from the floor, and as you do that, sit up tall, feel as if you're creating space between your ribs and your hips, giving all of those internal organs just a bit more room. Lifting the chest, this is the same in standing, except you might have your external support available to you. If you want to progress on from that, we can bring it into a leg march, and as we do that, just maintain your length and tall, chest lifted, chest open, shoulders back and down. Tweaks, nothing too severe with these postural tweaks, just comfortable, maintainable. And if you would like to bring an arm swing in, maybe you start off by holding on to your external support, or in seated you can just bring both arms in. And of course in standing you can bring both arms in if you feel your coordination is working with you, not against you, and if you feel balanced. All we need is a 2 or 3 minutes worth of circ boost, picking up the knees, rolling through the feet, and swinging this arm swing from the shoulder. And if we shorten the lever, so bend the elbow, drive the elbow back, we can get a little bit more action within the shoulder area and all the muscles that are around it. Take a steady down there, start to slow it down, loosen, lengthen your arms, make your movements smaller until you find yourself at a pause. There we go with your 2 to 3 minutes worth of circulation boosting. We're going to move into our sway routine, which the arm movements are exactly the same seated and standing. There is a little bit of a difference here today with the position of our hands. So I'd like you to take 2 fingers up, and that is the position that you will be maintaining your fingertips and your hands in throughout the movements that we're doing. So here we are, hang on, my shorts are rolling down. Here we are with our first circular movement, so with our fingers, circular movement, and as we do that I want you to, with your second hand, draw back to the hip, same finger position, and then here we have a little lean forwards. Relax, have a go with the other side, so round, you can see that second hand coming in, and then a little lean forwards to a comfortable position and relax down. Try that again. Circle, draw the elbow back on that back hand, and then relax. And then get your fingertips at the ready. And that's the first part of our sway routine. Optional, with the feet, we can take a circular motion, come up onto the ball of our foot, and then step forwards, keeping the heel raised if you would like, or the foot flat. I'm going to keep my heel raised, and then hinge forwards, just lean forwards, a bit of weight through that leg, and then come back to base. Now, if you are wanting to put the legs in, you may only choose to use one arm. Oh, sorry, wrong arm. You'd hold on with the other. It's up to you. And in seated, you can, of course, step the foot into a similar position. So that's a circle, step, heel up if you're keeping the heel up, or a foot flat to keep you more stable. I'm going to do a couple more. Now both knees are bent here so that they're in a comfortable position. And there we have the first part of our sway routine. Now, if you remember, the second part of our sway routine has some diagonal arms. So fingers at the ready, bring your arms into the centre, push away, little bend into the knees, a little diagonal position, and then back into the centre. And then we've just moved our arms in a slightly different position. So have a look at that again. In, push, away with the fingertips, return back to the centre, kind of turn your palms inwards, this is like ballet first position, and then stretch your arms out from there. So just a very subtle tweak on hand position, arm position, depending on which way you're going. Let's try that to the other direction. Fingers at the ready, pushing away from the centre of your body, returning, palms up, and there's a little turn through the shoulders, a bit through the trunk there as well. Push away, fingers, palms up, push away, just a little tilt and angle of the body there. Okay, let's put that together. So when you're ready, take the weight onto the foot, place the ball of the foot down or the whole of the foot, hinge forwards and come back to base. Push away, back to the centre, and that little change of arm position with diagonal arms. Move to the range that you're comfortable with. Second side. A hinge, a little bit of lean, transfer the weight there onto the ball of the foot. In, same way again. And then a little rise, and then a change of position of the arms, floating back through. We'll do that 2 more times through. I'll do once in seated, once in standing. Yes, that way round. So when you're ready, so if you would like, right arm goes through the circle, step, lean forwards, really pulling up out of the hips there and come back to base, into the centre. Push the fingers away in the diagonal position. Turn the palms up. Here's a slight tweak of arm position. And then the second side. With or without the step, shift and transfer of weight. Bring the foot in, the hands to the centre. Now push away just with a little dip of the shoulder so we can achieve a bit of a diagonal position there as we flow through that. One more time through on each side. Keep those knees soft, shift the weight, bring the feet back, push away, little bend through the knees there, and change of the arm position, and we've got some diagonals there. Second side. Get the weight, hop chip forwards, bring it back, that foot comes in from the centre of your body, the fingers push out, change the position of the arm, dip the shoulder, you've got a bit of twist and shift through the trunk and shoulders. Okay, there we go, there's a little add-on for tomorrow, and then we'll pretty much be there with the sway routine for this week. Right, let's have a look at our stretches first. Let's do bottom half stretches. Standing calf stretch. If you would like, hold on to the external support directly in front of you. Stride one leg back. Try and keep the hips square and the heel down and the toes pointing forwards. Bend into the front leg. Back leg's long and straight. Hold it there once you've found that pull in your calf muscle. In seated, we can have one leg out straight with the toes up. A trick here to remember which bit goes where is if the toes are up, your body posture is up as well. And that is bringing a pull into the calf, but you might also feel a bit of muscle tension, not a stretch. It's muscles working to hold this ankle in position. But the main emphasis is on the stretch. If this starts to get too much, relax, have a waggle, have a rest, and then go back into it in a moment. Change sides when you're ready. Now, a good hold time for these developmental, flexibility-based stretches are around 15, 20 seconds. You can repeat these over a couple of other times as well. So 2 to 3 times to repeat, but a good long stretch is what we're after here. Toes are up and in standing, of course. Just have a quick check on that back leg to make sure that the toes are pointing forwards. If the toes are sneaking off to the side, you might miss the calf muscle in regards to where we want to feel the stretch coming into. Recover. We'll have a look at our back of thigh stretch. So if you are in standing, you might want to come and have a sit down. And if you are sat down, the best part of your chair to be in is along the front portion. If you're too far back, your leg won't be able to straighten as well. We've got a loose ankle this time. So the toes are pointing away. Your body comes up and follows the same direction as your foot. And as you're tilting forwards, lift out of your middle. Keeping the back long and straight, really feeling it on the back of the leg. And these muscles, really important to maintain our flexibility. And these are the muscles that typically can get tighter as we clock up a few years, of course. We're all doing that, aren't we? If you would like to do a little bit of a flexibility check, hand on your knee, you can keep your other hand to support your top half here. And without twisting, popping the knee or doing any of those cheats, just see how far you can reach down your shin. See how far you can reach. And that shouldn't be painful, but you should increase the stretch tension. Let's change sides. So loose ankle, we don't want to feel this in the calf. Both hands on the bent knee, lifting, pressing the shoulders down. It's kind of coming forwards with your chest here as well. You should get a good bit of a pull in the back of the leg, right up towards your hip as well. Just tucked underneath your bottom is where the muscles here join onto some bones, bonage, bummage. Right, let's do that little flexibility check. Keep the hand there for top half support. Little bit of a reach. Can we reach any further? Is this your good side? Is this your flexible side or your not so flexible side? And recover. Staying in seated if you would like. Saying that, if you want to come into standing to do your upper body stretches, that's absolutely fine. The hands trek back towards the back of the chair. Here we can squeeze the shoulder blades back, pin them back there, lift through the trunk. And if you would like to, if it's not causing you any real tweaks into discomfort, then you can tilt forwards a little bit, just to increase the stretch. Maybe just come into this bit first, hold it for 20 seconds or so, 15 seconds, and then maybe for the last few seconds, just try and extend the stretch a bit more and then relax. Right, coming in. Upper side stretch. So if you are doing this in standing, you might have your external support so you can work through when you go into that full reach. Hand to the shoulder, wherever you are, a bit of finger walking, wiggling across the back. This is how we dry under our armpits, put some deodorant on, have a look, see, maybe shave, see what's going on under there. Lifting up over the back here, useful position to get our arm into, to do shirt collars, clasps, buttons, necklaces, itches, put sun cream or moisturiser onto your back, hopefully without getting someone to do it for you, although that can be quite nice sometimes. Lift up again. If you want to hold this position, if you're not quite up here, if you're a bit down here with your stretch position, then it doesn't matter. Putting your arm way up into the air might be a bit uncomfy, so don't do it. Just stick with what you are, where you are, and there's an extra reach if you would like it. Changing sides, lifting, walking, easing, just holding there, feeling a bit of stretch into the trunk under your armpit. We turn over, we maybe coming into this position as we move positions on the bed, or if we're down onto the ground, and then lift up a little bit more, get a bit of trunk lengthening there. Stay here if you'd like. Ooh, otherwise, give a big stretch, an extra reach, and then come on out of it. Okay, there we have your sway and stretch. Hang on. For today. Intermittent this afternoon. Oh no. You've got goosebumps, Red Rita, as well. No, it's lovely here. It's actually too hot. I planted some plants earlier and I literally, bending down, weeding the area, I had beads of sweat just dribbling down and dripping. Very nice. Attractive. Anyway, I'll leave you with that thought. Movement minutes bagged, slinging them over the shoulder on your march into your rest of your day. Have a lovely evening, everyone, whatever you're doing. Enjoy your dinner, whatever you're eating. Take care. See you soon.